the other matches went pretty long, so we thought, you know, we'll just make it a best of 5 for today.
Sounds reasonable. All right, so we're in Emerald City here for game number 1. In the bottom right, we've got ourselves Denver and his teammate. They've had some good success today already. It's Kelazhur.
And in the top left, it's Goblin. And his teammate, Liquid Thermi. Both these teams are very solid 2v2 teams, it would seem. Kelazhur and Denver, I really liked how they played. Now they're going to be taking on the same matchup, but very different players. I doubt that Goblin and uThermal are just going to turtle akin to their previous opponents.
True fact. You got to be ready for aggression from these guys. All the way starting now. Be ready for aggression.
Yes, be ready. We haven't seen any proxy barracks or anything like that just yet. Although I'd like to see that, like a game in which it's just like proxy, like 4-gate, proxy 3 racks. Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Lately on ladder, I'll admit I've been kind of getting like annoyed, like dying to like a roach or ling flood or whatever when I'm off racing as Protoss. So I just started proxy 4-gating. You just don't even build a pylon in your main. Send out the first probe. You build a pylon, you're surrounded with 4 gateways so the Zerg can't kill it even if they scout it. Then you just rally zealots, and I think Zergs, it's not a common build, proxy gateways anymore, so they all forgot how to defend it. It's great.
Sounds about right. I gotta say, I'd be like, wait, what?
When's the last time you had 4 zealots run into your base?
I want to say it was probably Wings of Liberty, so like 2010.
Yeah, it's great.
It's been a while.
Okay, an eBay block by Kelazhur. Which is an odd one, seeing as how Denver went for, or how Goblin went for a fast single-base Stargate. Reaper delays uThermal's command center. Nice from Kelazhur. Not nice if he loses his Reaper, though. And he does. So that's a bit of an ouch. Kelazhur trying to be a bit of a pain from the start. Thermal scouting SCV execution. SCV on SCV violence. Make it stop. Oracle is on the way for Goblin and a second Stargate, notably. So maybe we will see that Mass Phoenix play, or Mass Oracle. But seeing as how Phoenix is queued up, looks like it will be the latter. I'd like to see Mass Oracles.
It was an interesting time in Starcraft.
Yeah, that was a fun time. They were the best of times, they were the worst of times.
I've never understood that phrase more than right now.
Overlord flies on in for Denver. It is going to spot the double Stargate.
Surprise! Mass Phoenix!
And also spots the Cloak Banshee. So build spores, I guess. Hellions for uThermal run into a Widow Mine. Could always be a revelation from Goblin. There we go. Nice teamwork from the boys. Look at these two. So in sync. Not a great trade from uThermal, losing his Hellions just for a Marine or two. Ling's on the way for Denver as he's making sure he can defend his third base. But yeah, I like how Denver and Kelazhur scouted this. This should give Denver basically a license to drone.
Yeah, got the spores, got the queens out.
That's all you need.
Yep.
Versus something with a bit more bite they might have to panic and make some more defensive units, but that's just not the case right now. And so we're seeing Kelazhur go 3CC, double eBay.
I mean, Goblin is pretty ready for Phoenix. I don't see him doing anything else here.
Yeah. I mean...
I keep expecting him to maybe switch it up a little bit, but not here, not today.
No. As you said, that 2v2, it's all about the Phoenix. Good micro there to split off that Phoenix. Third Nexus for Goblin. Lings could potentially counter this. Could be a cancel. And it will be. I don't know how I feel about the Mass Phoenix, honestly. Like, I'm a fan of Phoenix, but they just don't seem to get that much done. The amount of money that Goblin spends on these is so much, so they need to get a ton of damage done. And then, on top of that, you're pretty much vulnerable after an attack or whatever. Or vulnerable to an attack, as you don't have that much muscle to help defend. Eventually the Protoss will get into carriers, but it's quite late.
Yeah.
He already had his third base cancelled, so he's notably behind in the economy. Lings move into the third base. Fortunately for Goblin, uThermal is in position. Viking boldly chases a Banshee away, however it will meet its maker. Anti-Tank in chat saying, well, I'll say that name is not ironic at all for the statement. Denver is also really good with Vipers. Wrecked Beastie QT and Max Packs with them. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. Vipers are very good units. Probably Zerg's best anti-mech.
Absolutely, these days.
Yeah. Back when Infestors were really good. Zergs were like, oh, okay. We can't really... We'll just make Infestors to deal with it. But then Infestors got nerfs. Then Zergs were like, okay, back to Vipers.
Kelazhur has no turrets. What is he doing?
That's just daft. I mean, I understand the idea that there's so many Phoenix that they don't really care about turrets.
But you don't want nothing.
Yeah, you want like one turret. If you build two, it will kill something usually.
Yeah. Again, it's not all you need to survive, but it's what you need partially to survive.
Yeah. We're seeing Denver go for Infestors. Infestor Ravager can actually deal with carriers.
Yeah, Neural Parasite for sure is going to be really good here if he goes for that.
Spam those vials. uThermal wants to push on in. I mean, the Phoenix will help support, but I don't think they are enough of a support to allow uThermal really to push on in, as there's plenty on the ground for Denver and Kelazhur. Roaches are on the way for Denver. He's got himself a pretty solid economy.
Yeah, Denver's pretty happy. He's lost some drones here today. In fact, he has lost 23 of them.
Not a small amount. You are right about that.
But he's fine.
Yeah.
74 on 3 bases. Going to try to sneak... Or 4 bases, I apologize. Try to sneak another one here, I'd imagine, fairly soon, especially while he's attacking.
Okay. Kelazhur and Denver out on the map. Infestors are sharking. Crocevile gonna help break down these rocks.
Rocks stand no chance versus Marines and Marauders.
Okay, you think we're gonna see Microbial Shroud?
So in all the games I've cast recently, as this is happening, I've seen it researched twice and used 0 times.
Wait, you have to research it?
Yes.
What?
Yes, it's so bad, LaughNgamez. It is the worst.
I mean, I thought it was just a garbage spell no one knew, no one used, but the fact that you have to research it...
Yep. Like,
that is garbage.
I would have preferred Blizzard just be like, no infested Terrans, and you get nothing in return.
Yeah.
That would have been better. It is the garbagest. So that's why you never see it. Because
that is
research first.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. That's just shit.
Every Zerg player on Earth will agree, but nobody cares because it's doing fine.
Yeah, if Zerg was doing horrible, I'd see how there'd be reason to complain.
Right. Yeah, we're fine.
Just make Vipers. So Goblin's gonna lose a base. So we are seeing the Protoss economy suffer once again. Different Protoss. It's Toss going for carriers, having a bad economy. I'd honestly like to see High Templar start for Goblin. And there we go. Starts
nice. Good
right
call.
away.
Good call.
You gotta have the efficiency if you're gonna build carriers, otherwise you will simply just lose out. Just to like Mass Corruptor down the line or something. Kelazhur going for Ghosts once again, really likes to use that enhanced shockwave, and you can't blame him. It deals a ton of damage to those shields. uThermal's using his tanks to zone out the bio for the most part, but this is actually a very exposed location here. Kelazhur and Denver are actually sneaking on in towards uThermal's third base. This could potentially just be picked off as the bio moves forward. The infestors are there to fungal whatever comes forward, and this is honestly just a lethal attack here from Kelazhur and Denver.
Yeah, that is so much purple.
I honestly think they could have gone in further up this ramp, as there's nothing there. Roaches are actually just hitting every base, though. And the players retreat.
Yeah, Kelazhur maxed out. Denver's effectively there. He's working on chitinous plating, actually. Trying to decide how good Ultras would be here. Not a lot of tanks, not a lot of Marauders.
Yeah, I mean...
Carriers do alright against them. For obvious reasons.
Yeah, they do take years to kill Ultras, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can dig a few Ultras in the mix. I just wish that in 2v2 we could change the team colors so that like we could have like a red and a blue team. That would be great. All right. Infestors want to get off a good fungal. Maybe a neural or two. Actually, not a neural or two, since they don't have neural yet.
There we go. Working on it.
Ghosts are out for Kelazhur. They can land some nice EMPs.
Oh, EMPing that ball of Templar would just be GG, I think.
EMP is so good these days. Like, as a Terran, it is... It's just great. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, and enhanced shockwave just made it that much better.
Well, yeah, before it was tough to get off EMPs that got enough value, but there it is.
Alright. Ow.
Great EMPs. The bio stims forward, says, what's up?
Oh, this base is just dead.
Yeah, Goblin is being denied a third base, or a fourth base, once more. And look at this concave for Denver Kelazhur. They're going for it. Fungal gets tossed down on the carriers. The bio is stimming forward. There's no Psystorm here. If there was Psystorm, this would be a much different engagement. However, it looks like Kelazhur and Denver are just stimming forward. Corrosive Bile getting tossed down. The Zerg is spilling forward with the Ultras, and there's simply not enough bio here for uThermal to put up a fight.
Oh, the fungal. Such a good combination with those Ultras, too.
On top of the fourth base being killed, it looks like the third is going to go down, too, for Goblin.
Yeah, Goblin, he's got his carriers, but I'm not sure what they're going to do against this particular composition. Neural Parasite is done. Kelazhur's going for nukes, which I think is his own personal victory cigar.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, carriers are good, but they're not that good. They are not win the game good anymore just by having 10 carriers. The EMP from Kelazhur being a huge part of that.
Absolutely.
Like, carriers and Templar, they can beat most things, but carriers and Templar, when they're EMP'd, cannot. All the bases have pretty much gone down for uThermal and Goblin. So it's pretty much all on the carriers just to take a very effective fight. But look how slow they kill the Ultras. They're barely scratching the paint off the things.
They killed one. You just watched one die.
Oh, it was already dead. It was pretty much already dead. They did not do the bulk of that work. Let's see. These carriers, 8 damage per interceptor, let me guess.
2 attacks per interceptor.
2 attacks, so they deal 2 damage per interceptor.
Yeah, and there's like 40 of them. Anyway, you're right. It's not going to work out that well. Ultras in the back, derping around.
Good focus fire down on the infestors.
Yeah, there's some storm happening a little bit. A little bit of that, but the interceptor count...
They're actually just hitting the Ultras. Like, they're not dying. EMP hits all the carriers, softening them up. And the bio's going to stim under. A recall gets used by Goblin, but they got nothing at home.
Yeah, a couple carriers die. Goblin's at 100 supply and 31 probes. Not ideal.
Thermal's at 82. Yeah, these guys are dead. There's the nuke. There she blows. This SCV is going to have himself a bad time. A little bit overkill. Although if I was to die, getting nuked, just my own personal nuke, you know, I'd feel important. Okay, yeah, we're just waiting for a GG at this point. Like, Denver and Kelazhur are showing some masterclass 2v2. I don't even know if these guys are on voice communications.
I hope so.
See, the thing is, Kelazhur said, "Where's my teammate?" though, in chat.
Well, I feel like it's more of a BM thing.
Yeah, yeah, okay, just bye. GG. uThermal and Goblin tap out. Carriers aren't that good. I know there was a time which if you had like carriers and High Templar, you could beat anything, but that time is not around anymore.
No, there are answers to it.
Which has made Starcraft 2 a lot better.
Yeah, I don't think anything should have no answer. That's bad. That's bad game design.
That's why they nerfed the Infestor.
Correct. It's still so funny to me to watch pro Zerg players look like Terran Mech is unstoppable sometimes because they don't use Vipers.
Yeah.
And then if you use Vipers, it looks like Mech is underpowered.
Even Cyril said that Mech is too strong, but Korean Terrans don't use it. And
I've just seen him handle meching Terran with ease is the problem. Is he just saying that because he wants more people to do it so he can win?
I think so.
That's hilarious.
Probably. Like, when a Zerg knows, or has like a pretty good grasp on how a meching Terran wins, or how a meching Terran's playing, they have no issue slapping it down. For the most part, I'd say. Like, occasionally this odd strategy will come out that'll work, but that's just because they gotta play the chaos element.
True facts. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I mean, it's just you abduct the Thors and tanks into a ball of lurkers. They instantly die. You blinding cloud anything that's trying to shoot at your Vipers. And you have some Hydras running around. It's not... Like, you have to be patient, and it's not easy to pull off, but the people who can make it look easy make it look... But then we have other players. Again, these are good Zerg players. This is like Rogue. This is Dark.
Yeah.
This is Solar. And they're just trying to do this like Swarm Host, Roach thing. And I'm just... Where are your Vipers, I always say. I don't know. It's messed up.
All right. By the way, Stilgar contributed $30 to the prize pool, saying more 2v2, please. So this prize pool's up to $350.
That's kind of insane.
This is so weird. Like, people are donating so much to see more 2v2, but then not a lot of people are watching it.
It's theoretical?
Theoretical 2v2.
They're supporting the concept of 2v2. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Anyway, in the bottom left-hand side, or the bottom right-ish, it's Goblin. And in the leftier-ish of the bottom, it's Liquid uThermal.
And to the top side, we've got Denver looking pretty good. Anti-Tank says Denver's a very good 2v2 player. And in the bottom right-ish, next door, it is Kelazhur, the Brazilian Terran player.
Yeah, maybe we'll, like, not for this event, obviously, but maybe in the future, if we do like another 2v2 or odd event, we will cap the match arena and put money towards the next one.
Sounds reasonable.
Cap it at like $300 or something. But the players are going to be very happy with this. If you can come out to a 2v2 cup, play something fun, something different, and then you and your friend can earn like yourself like $150. Not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Not bad at all. Kelazhur picks off that, or Kelazhur loses his SCV to uThermals. We take a look at the production. It is 3 Hacks Reaper coming out of uThermal. All the while Goblin is going for Stargate. Why should I even ask?
You should not. We shouldn't even look over the Protoss base. What are they doing? Stargate stuff, obviously.
Hey, what you doing over there? Building Stargates and stuff? Yep, that's about it. Last time Beastie almost got 1k viewers for his 2v2 run against Clement and Laser. Yeah.
On the Twitch.
On the Twitch.
That's the key here.
If everyone watching the Twitch opened up the Afreeca stream, oh, there'd sure be more 2v2. uThermal's kind of just wrecking Kelazhur here. Winning the first Reaper engagement is quite important to keeping your cheese going. Now, Denver is going to counterattack like he did in that previous series. However, this time it's been sniffed out. Protoss player has a wall off this time.
Oh, and an Oracle.
Huh. I never thought I'd see the day. And a second Oracle's on the way. Probably in response to those Lings. So I dig it. Lings for Denver are here to help defend against uThermal's Reaper, and they will actually get a surround on a good chunk of them, so nicely done. Defending versus this. Seemed like it could have gone sour for Kelazhur, but no, the defense has turned around and been very solid from here.
Yeah, both players, or both teams rather, having a good time.
Having a ball.
Having a good time, having a good time. Hey, Stalker, you're not enough.
You are not.
Oracles are.
Roach Warren for Denver, Carapace for Denver, third base for Denver, third base for Kelazhur. Stim Bio on the way for uThermal. I do like this, seeing as how Overgrowth is the drop map. Phoenix.
Goblin. Hey, look, Phoenix.
Huh. Will you look at that?
No spores, huh?
Oh, wow. Look at these Overlords.
Denver, how do you not have a spore?
He's cheap.
I guess.
He's
Really
busy
cutting
building
corners
roaches
here.
and stuff. And lings.
Of course.
It looks like he's about to do, like, a one-man ling Ravager attack. Because Kelazhur is not ready to help in an attack. His stim's a ways away. Gosh, Phoenix are tanky. Okay, Ling's heading towards the third base. The third base of the Protoss is just destined to not be a thing. You gotta cancel that. Cancelled right as it was about to finish up. This is why I don't like Phoenix. Some Protoss defend with their oracles, but so far we have seen this not be the case. Drop from uThermal. There is a little bit of a dark patch here that these Marines could unload undetected. However, uThermal does not know that. So he's just going to unload towards the back. Denver will respond, run the drones away. Great response from Denver.
Yeah, he's been doing that pretty consistently today. Really good And then when the army shows up, you just pick up.
Yep.
Terran 101.
Yes. Carrier on the way for Goblin. One carrier. I'm honestly just like, no, stop building Phoenix and carriers. Okay. He listened, he's building 2 robos.
Hooray!
Thank you. Maybe for disruptors? I wouldn't mind that. Twice as much stuff to hit with big novas. Oracles better start. Pulsar beaming.
Recalled.
Phoenix come in. There's not that many Marines from Kelazhur yet. More are crossing the map. uThermal's definitely going to have to help defend this. He's got a drop going towards the main base of Denver, but it's really all on this big defense. The tank's getting good shots off for uThermal.
Marines from both sides. Good target fire in there from Kelazhur. But that hatch is going down for Denver. I like what we're seeing over there. There's really no response to this. He might actually deny the missile attack upgrade. Roach is not going to do anything about this.
Yeah, uThermal going to run towards the natural of Denver, and he's already lost a big portion of his economy. Anything additional that uThermal can get is just gravy. If he gets this other hatchery, that would be huge. I don't believe he will, though.
Transfusing the roaches to keep him alive to help that fight go better. Decent target for transfuse.
All of a sudden, this is looking pretty good for Goblin and uThermal, as Kelazhur is fine, but his teammate is not. Denver really took critical damage, down to 30 workers, lost his main. He can't make anything but roaches. And with Immortals and Carriers being produced. I don't know about this one. Drop from uThermal does get that natural in the end.
Yeah, Roachhorn's in danger here too. This dropping stuff out of uThermal's going pretty well for him.
Drops are good.
Yeah.
And Kelazhur, he can try and help prop up his teammate, but Denver is on one base. I mean, in theory, if Kelazhur maxes out, he can feed money to Denver to help him out, which I think he should look into immediately. But he does have a chunk of change. Just so the Zerg can spam down more hatcheries. Kelazhur, essentially with just Mass Marine, he's making ghosts as well. They won't help out against disruptors, though. Only splits can do that. Oh, disruptors. Looking hungry, looking for this bio. There's one Nova, there's the second Nova. Oh, the disruptor gets picked off, but look at this. Kelazhur is stimming forward. Another Nova.
That was close. That Nova? Wow.
Yeah, talk about playing with fire for Kelazhur. Now, he is up on upgrades against uThermal. He's actually going to have his 3-3 done in about 20 seconds, but boy, is he ever cornered right now. He can maybe save some of the Marines in the Medivacs, but with the carriers on top of them, I don't see that happening. The Medivacs get focused down, so there's no escape for Kelazhur's Marines, and there goes his army.
Goodbye. Blood soaking into the ground.
Yeah, that was a big blob of blood.
Yeah.
Those poor Marines. Kelazhur's 3-3 is about to finish now, so he will have a pretty dramatic upgrade lead. Does he have enough time to produce an army, though?
Denver trying to get some stuff done on the left side of the map while this is going on.
Yeah, Denver with his handful of lings. Kelazhur is just going to have to tap out despite a significant upgrade lead.
Well, dang.
Yeah. Turns out getting cornered and murdered is not good for the health.
Pro tip, don't get stuck in a corner and die.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, these Rascallions.
Ooh, Rapscallion would be another good name to name yourself.
Oh, that would be a good StarCraft name.
You should change your name to Rapscallion.
Someone said that I should change my name in a YouTube comment the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I'm kind of inclined to agree, but at the same time, I'm like, no.
This is my identity.
It is.
Yeah.
My name is a bit of a misnomer, but
It doesn't have to make sense.
No, it doesn't. I was thinking about, I have had a few different IDs over the years for, like, alternate accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
One that I liked was Entrenched.
Oh, Entrenched. Sorry, I thought you were describing it.
No, Entrenched.
The name is Entrenched. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Strong name. Entrenched.
Okay, we have ourselves a tied series, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much to everyone who has stuck with us through the entire event.
Uh-huh.
It's been good fun. Make sure to check out Falcon Paladin and I on Twitter, by the way.
All right. We're getting ready.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of readies and some go-go's.
I mean, we could try. Anti-Tank just says a lot of people like watching 2v2 streamed from one person's perspective.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we could grab one of these players' cameras for a bit here and see what they're doing. Not like the whole thing, but...
That is far too much production value.
Just press 2.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think they like seeing like what the streamer's doing, though, and seeing the teamwork between the teams.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Maybe just every once in a while, kind of see what someone's up to.
Yeah, we can do. Hostility says 350 prize pool now. Not bad. Yeah, big thanks to everyone who supported it.
Hot didgeridoo.
I know a lot of Beasties fans supported it.
Nice.
And he's not getting any of the money.
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
When you believe in your guy.
Yeah, we do the higher distribution, seeing as how it's getting split among players.
SCV ready.
I guess we didn't do intros, did we?
Oh, we didn't.
Hey, Denver. Yes, says Kelazhur. You're a bug. Alright.
And up top. Oh, alright, we're good. We're Goblin. We're uThermal. Everything's fine.
Good intro.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Poor SCB knows he can't run. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide.
Reapers truly are monsters. It's almost like
Nice
they're the
KDA
Grim
charge.
Reaper. You can't run from death.
It's true. Unless you're another Reaper, in which case you can.
That is true.
Or, you know, a Zergling, I guess.
Or anything that flies.
Hellions are probably faster.
Yes, they are. I think that's it. On the ground, anyway.
For ground units, yeah.
An adept with a shade. One of the few things that can catch a Reaper. This is a pain if you're Kelazhur. uThermal's Reapers being big jerks. Being microed pretty well. Yeah, Kelazhur can't save his CC.
Oh,
now.
dang. More Reapers showing up. Slowling's not going to help with this, but speed is just about done.
Yeah, there's the speed. That'll turn this around. Thermal has to make it to the cliff, and he does. But a good delay.
Reaper.
And
sometimes that's all you need to get a major advantage in these 2v.
Phoenix. just... I know Phoenix are good. Let's see DTs again, though, from Goblin. Next game, more DTs, please.
Consider it done.
Oh, uThermal's getting +1 for his Reapers.
Nice.
And he's still actually just making Reapers. 4 at a time with +1. I love it. There's nothing better than +1 Reapers.
I like it a lot. Just such a spectacle. We've got 20 Reapers rolling around, what feels like 100 different KD8 charges going off constant. Stuff flying everywhere. Zerglings think they have a surround, and then KD8 charges free the Reapers from the surround.
Yeah,
that's not enough. That's not enough Lings.
Nope.
He knows now, though. So he's getting a Roach Warren. Maybe for Ravager, but it might be too late. I don't know about this from Denver.
There's going to be the Phoenix to help out, too, that can lift up the Marines. The Phoenix will give the high ground vision. The Reapers are going to come up here. They don't have the +1 just yet, so you got to be careful. But once these Reapers have the +1, it's nuts how much damage they'll do.
Stuff starts melting.
Oh, yeah. Stim Marines, though, do beat Reapers. But uThermal, he keeps building Reapers.
He is
Never
committed.
Give up, never surrender.
This is so frustrating.
Never stop
Phoenix Reaper is incredibly annoying.
Yeah.
For a Zerg player to deal with.
And this is why I think Zergs don't like 2v2.
Shenanigans like this?
Yes, exactly this. uThermal's 21 Reaper shenanigans.
With the +1. Again, just the constant KD8 charges. Everything's flailing on legs. Ooh, could he deny +1 for Kelazhur?
He could. He's got his own +1, so he actually deals so much damage. He could get the command center.
Oh my gosh. He forced a lift on an orbital command. And the Phoenix going to try to finish it off here, but chased away by some anti-air. Queens that are not part of the pack are vulnerable, but she does pull back in time. Hatchery in trouble.
Medivac
this
getting
feels pretty snowbally. Hatchery down. Dude, Denver can't lose his third.
But he did.
He did.
uThermal's on 4th. He's going into a 4th CC behind this, by the way, and building 3 more barracks.
Yes.
The only Reaper meta. Now this is a good Widowmine. Let's see it. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, he saw it. I think he saw it. Oh, maybe not. Ow!
That's a lot of splash damage.
Yeah. Queen down. I don't know how much transfuse energy is left on these queens. Again, the KD8 charge is zoning everything out. Handful of roaches, but we're going to lift those.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Oh, this is incredible. Again, the mobility of the Phoenix and the Reapers working together. The teamwork on display here is beautiful.
uThermal is now making 8 Reapers at a time. He's got up a 3rd base.
Goblins making carriers.
Oh my gosh.
8-minute carriers.
I love it. I love it. Reapers come in. Dead Queen. Cancelled 3rd.
Yeah.
Killed 3rd.
No,
actually.
not even canceled.
The Phoenix, there's so many they don't care about the 1 turret.
This might just be GG.
I think they've actually just done too much damage.
Like, the overall supply numbers aren't that bad for Denver and Kelazhur, but
uThermal's starting armor to make his Reapers stronger.
Yeah, and the carriers are out, and there are more in production, and they're getting upgrades, and
uThermal,
oh
my gosh.
all Denver has here are going to be roaches, like, GG.
uThermal's going up to 11 racks, and he's starting 1 tech lab so he can start stim.
Yes.
For now, though, he's just going to keep building Reapers. Oh my god.
I told
It's
you!
just a
Canadian
bouncy
charges,
castle.
man. Whee!
Goblin, he threw up a stasis ward. And, oh my god, a ton of cannons and shield batteries. Oh my gosh. This is just demoralizing if you're Denver and Kelazhur.
And it body blocks. Oh, man.
Then the carriers show up.
I mean, the Marines are kind of the ultimate answer to the carriers and the Reapers.
Not when they're covered by this many cannons and shield batteries
And when they get target fired down.
and when there's so many Reapers, they just trade with the Roaches and Ravagers.
It's almost got that armor upgrade. Yeah, there's not enough anti-air for the carriers
No, that's
now.
it. That's GG. Alright. uThermal and Goblin take the 2-1 lead.
Behind Mass Reaper Carrier. Sure. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, you watch Goblin, he's just like, I don't really have much of an army, and then around Fantasy.
That's what happens when you're pressuring with Reapers and Phoenix for the first 8 minutes of the game. It buys a lot of time for the Protoss to make carriers.
Certainly does, without question. Alright, so we're in a position where this could be the final match of the tournament. Ultimate victory
could
could
be.
happen now. Anti-Tank says, nice. Yeah, absolutely. Mass Reaper, are you inspired to go Mass Reaper now, Anti-Tank?
Always go Mass Reaper.
Yes, just non-stop. Nothing but Reapers.
Okay. Can Goblin and uThermal take it? I honestly thought that Denver and Kelazhur were going to do pretty good. But don't sleep on Goblin and uThermal.
I would have put my money on those two. They were looking great. And suddenly, down 2-1. What a position. Yes, Jedi 1982, this is live.
This is live. Mass Reaper is no joke.
No. Especially if you get the upgrades. That's kind of important. Right? If you don't have the +1 attack, it doesn't go nearly as well for you after you're making that many Reapers anyway.
Okay, Denver Kelazhur are joining the lobby. Do they have a special plan?
They probably were discussing it in the last couple of minutes here.
Maybe.
Anyway, welcome aboard, Jedi. Happy to have you here. If this is your first time, we're here about once.
I think we've seen Jedi a few times.
That's not his first time here?
No, it's not.
All right, fair enough. Well, we're here every other week anyway, for anybody who might be watching. Follow us on Twitter. You can see our handles beneath our faces right now. Quick, do it before we disappear.
Yes. This will be one of the last times you'll see our faces for 2 weeks.
Because we will absolutely tweet out when these things are happening a few days before, so you can schedule it and everything.
Okay, so you were here for the last 2v2 Cup.
Ah, very nice. Very nice, very nice. All right, if you're Goblin and uThermal, you want to put the hammer down, yeah?
Didn't know this was happening again. Was this promoted on Team Liquid? Yes, it was. Under the
It's
tournament
being promoted
section.
there right now, actually.
Yes. But the best place is our Twitters, our Discords, Cinnamon Spice and everything nice. Yes, Twitter's the best place to go for our announcements. And oh, this is what they were thinking of. Denver going for the good old 12 pool.
Hey, hey, here we go.
Then there's Kelazhur as well, and I bet he's cooking something up again.
Get some Lings out
Oh,
there.
is it going to be Ravagers?
Like a one-base Ravager play?
One base Ravager backed up by Reapers. Just think. This wall for Goblin could be pretty exposed. I dig it. I really dig this build. Oh boy.
It's pretty strong.
This right here is my go-to Zerg build. Not very hard to learn.
Nope.
No scout from Goblin or uThermal.
God, it's so dangerous.
It is dangerous. uThermal's like, oh, I'm safe because I'm proxy reapering. Or I'm going for 3 Rex Reaper, which, yes, you are in a sense. But roaches this early, you ain't safe. I do gotta say, though, the spawns for this are actually probably the worst that they could be for Denver and Kelazhur, because Denver's the far player away. So those roaches are going to take longer to travel. And then Goblin's also the far player away, too, who'd be the easy target.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is actually something that I'd say is not going to play into the favor of Kelazhur and Denver. However, it could still definitely work out for them.
The counter to Reapers. A Rotorn at 120.
Oh, great start here for Kelazhur. Never mind this. Oh. He had the complete element of surprise there. His 2 Reapers were first.
Jedi with the Twitter follow. Thank you so much, good sir.
Hey, good to see.
You will not be caught by surprise this time.
Nope. We will
Next
tweet
time.
it out. Sometimes I shout it out from the rooftops too.
Yeah, yeah. Just to make sure your neighbors all know.
Starcraft. Anyway. Ravagers pushing on in. SCVs have to be pulled, but there's Reapers to back these Ravagers up too. Crosabile is getting tossed down. Almost kills his own Overlord in the mids. But this is a lot of damage getting done here. More Ravagers coming up for Denver. Oh, the Oracle, though.
Could be good.
Will
He
be
doesn't
good.
kill Ravagers fast, but does hurt them.
It will run out of energy, though. uThermal's making enough Reapers to defend himself.
Yeah, it sure seems like he has enough. The Ravagers are all pretty bruised up here.
Yeah, I just can't help but feel that this is actually just all about the spawns. Like, if this was hitting Goblin instead,
Yeah.
and hit a little bit sooner because of the spawns, then I get the feeling that KelazhurDenver would have had much more success. But look at this, the Oracle's just shutting this down. There's enough Reapers for uThermal. I think this is honestly just game. Pretty failed rush here from Denver and Kelazhur. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, Denver's only on 16 drones. He doesn't have a natural base.
Yeah. Kelazhur is expanding behind this, but there's no way they can really stop the snowball of these Reapers.
Is Goblin going Mass Oracle?
I think so, or he's making a third. And I really don't mind it at this time because he can just slaughter all the workers. The roaches are gonna die for Denver. There's nothing they can do to stop the Reaper snowball. Kelazhur is trying to establish himself back at home, but they're just done.
Yep, this is looking real bad for our Zerg Terran team. 88 charges getting tossed down, just blistering up, and Kelazhur taps out. Denver's done. Goblin and uThermal take the best of 5 finals and go home winners.
Yeah, well played by Goblin and uThermal. Just showing us that they are a good 2v2 team. Repeat players from the last event.
Yeah,
Came back and won this one. Seem to have improved as a team, I'd wager.
Absolutely. Got revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Well played for sure. Holding off that attack was not easy. We managed to do it, and the attack was deadly and beautiful play. Again, I think it came down to spawn locations, as you said repeatedly, made the excellent point. If this